7 inner archetypes that will turn your life for the worst. According to Carl Jung, archetypes are essentially patterns that aid our physical, mental, and emotional growth as humans. Many archetypes have been identified to exist within every human. They are mixed, both negative and positive. At some point in the life of every person, every archetype that exists in them will work, whether it is to help gain attention or simply to make friends. However, as you grow, you outgrow some of these archetypes, and instead of benefiting from it, they begin to wound you because you drag along these irrelevant archetypes. The following are 7 inner archetypes that you need to drop because they kill your confidence, self-respect, and even turn your life for the worst. Before going down the list, please help us by clicking that like button below. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any interesting updates in the future. 1. The Addict. Addiction can be in so many forms. You can be addicted to your work, you can be addicted to gambling, and you can be addicted to physical things such as food, alcohol, tobacco, drug, money, and sex. A person can also be addicted to concepts such as fame, success, and beauty. You can also be addicted to emotions such as the approval, love, and acceptance of others. Addict archetypes are points within a person that make them believe that people, feelings, issues, and objects outside of themselves can make them happy. But, on the other hand, it shields them from their power. And at the end of the day, they become enslaved to whatever they are going after. They fail to realize that nothing outside of them can bring them love, happiness, and the approval that they are seeking because these things can only be found within. 2. The Outcast. The outcast archetype within a person usually approaches life from an angle of poverty, destitution, and suffering. If you find yourself always depending and relying on people for almost everything in your life, including your security, happiness, and well-being, then you have to know that your life is being controlled by the outcast archetype. This outcast archetype is also known as the beggar archetype, and within a person, it is ruled by the following mistaken core belief. I do not have anything of value. I need others to make me happy. It makes you believe that you can't make yourself useful or happy in life unless someone offers to help you. When you approach life from this level of inner wretchedness, you are constantly moving towards issues that strengthen this emotion. You have to realize that your thoughts to a larger extent influence your reality, and if you believe that you are poor and have nothing good to offer, then so shall it be for you in reality. But if you believe the opposite, the same shall it be. 3. The Fanatic. The Fanatic can also be seen as the perfectionist. This particular archetype is both obsessive and ambitious, and, due to these two characteristics, they are usually very stubborn. You might meet someone that wants to make sure that everything that happens around him or her is all perfect. This is a result of the fact that their inner fanatic is not being balanced. These kinds of people always want to be in control. They become obsessive, and the hunger to have control can create a lot of tension, health issues, and even relationship problems for the fanatic. If you discover that you are a fanatic, you should change your perception of the world. You have to realize that the power to control your view of the world lies totally in your hands, and also that you can't control external situations. 4. The Judge. The Judge archetype can also be known as the Critic or Examiner archetype. It is the instinct of man to judge, and there are many reasons why people judge situations. Situations can be judged to assess if they are dangerous or not, if a person is fit for you or not. People judge to find clarity in their everyday life. People judge to differentiate between bad and good. But the question now is, what makes a person so constantly condemn themselves? Well, this can only happen when the Judge archetype within you is not balanced. At this point, you are always filled with negative thoughts about yourself, and before you know it, you begin to develop low self-esteem. Always remember that low self-esteem is caused by negative beliefs and cognitive distortions. You have to learn to take it easy on yourself. Learn to forgive yourself. 5. The Martyr. The martyr is a type of archetype within a person that is constantly hungry for applause and commendation and always wanting to feel very important for carrying out some acts of self-sacrifice. People that possess this type of archetype most times try to take up the roles of caretakers in the life of people, and they make sure to take care of everyone, making sure that everyone is happy without thinking about themselves. They prefer to do anything to make another person happy without considering themselves. Nevertheless, when the efforts of the inner martyr are not being appreciated, they resort to guilt-tripping and manipulation. To survive this archetype, you don't have to sacrifice all you have for others in order to be accepted and loved. You have to know that you are already worthy of being loved, and for that reason, you have to take responsibility for your happiness. 6. The Saboteur. The Saboteur can also be known as the Destroyer or the Mad Scientist, and just like every other archetype listed here, it is a natural part of the cycle of birth and death. It is believed that for any new thing to arise in the world, something must be destroyed. The shadow side of the Saboteur archetype is that it can develop an insatiable desire for destruction. When a person is deeply wounded by the issues of life and your mind is full of self-hatred, the Saboteur is the furious friend that helps to scatter everything in your path. It also brings self-destructiveness to the life of a person. It doesn't care what stands in its way, even if it is your relationship, friendship, career, health, mental stability. It makes sure to destroy whatever comes their way. 7. The Victim. This is also known as the Slave archetype. It is the archetype that allows you to realize your wounds, but, at the same time, can destroy you if you get bogged down with it. When you allow the victim archetype to rule your life, it brings about disowned personal power, and this is because you failed to take responsibility for your propriety and happiness so that your life seems like a never-ending stream of despair. You have to stop blaming others for your failures and misfortunes and begin to take responsibility for your actions. You are only a victim if you make yourself out to be one. Well, there are 7 inner archetypes that destroy your self-respect and turn your life for the worst. I hope you enjoyed my explanation. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified of subsequent videos. Thanks for watching!